Hey folks, Temple here, and welcome to another Let's Talk. Now, this one's going to be a bit serious about Down to Earth. There won't be any like gameplay or bells or whistles or music and anything. No, we're going to talk seriously here, and we're going to talk about the toxicity in gaming and YouTube. And to be honest, guys, it's been getting worse. Why am I talking about this? Well, recently, one of my favorite YouTubers, Maximilian Dude, he was one of the kind of people that inspired me to do YouTube. He was actually one of them, and I've always loved watching his videos. And what happened recently? He did a Marvel vs. Capcom, kind of like postmortem why it's gone the way it is, and I thought it was a good piece. I was gonna do it myself, but he did it better. And then a couple of days later, he got death threats over it, and it really, highlights the problem we've got with YouTube and the gaming community in general. Now, thankfully, nothing has happened to him, which is good. So that means pretty much could be a hollow threat, but he did report it to the authorities, which was the right thing to do. And he's not the only one who's had these kind of threats. I mean, a lot of other YouTubers have had death threats over the past few weeks, and this is quite a worrying trend I'm seeing. And what really worries me as well is, I mean, as a YouTuber myself, I mean, I'm no stranger to having toxic comments. I've had a few of them over the years, but what really worries me is if it's going to take something so crazy that someone will actually, live up to their threat. And unfortunately, it's already happened a few times over the years, which is very terrifying. And what worries me is it's something that YouTube will have to take seriously from now on. They've got to take it seriously. I mean, if we do not have this, community, straightened out, it could, make things a lot worse. I know I'm poking a hornet's nest here, guys, but it's got to be said the toxicity is minority, though. That's the good thing. It's a minority thing. But the problem is, though, as the old saying goes, the minority shouts the loudest, and that's what's worrying. And it's not in YouTube as well. It's also in the gaming community. And I have been a victim of a lot of toxic comments and a lot of toxic, bullying as of, over the years. And to be honest with most of them, I just wash it off because, they dry, water off a duck's arse. And to be honest, it's been getting worse and worse over the, the years. I mean, I'll put a couple examples for you. One of them was on Smite. Now, we got wiped badly and we lost, and I got killed a lot. I mean, I was playing a freaking Guardian, and normally I would take hits, but I was getting ganked a lot, and it happens. Sometimes you just have one of those matches that things don't go your way. And what happened next? I get literally bombarded by several people, by half the team saying, uninstall your crap and all that. And I think to myself, why do you say that? I mean, they're from friends, because you could tell they were friends, because when I checked the, the play roster, oh, they're from the same team. No freaking wonder they're friends. And yeah, it was kind of a bit, discouraging, but it doesn't bother me much. I just, water a duck's back, and I just say, block you and just go on with my daily life. And this is not the first time. And the second time was on Halo Reach, which was I was playing the PvP, team PvP, red versus blue kind of game, and there was this guy who was trying to do all the kills. I think he was trying to get Exterminus, which is like kill every member of the opposing team without dying, and I killed him with a assassination, from blind luck. And what happens next was I get a verbal message with threatening to kill my family and everything, and it was just utter disgusting. And I mean, I blocked him and got rid of him, and I did the right thing. A lot of people say I did the right thing, block them and then just, report them. But the problem is, this kind of behavior is very unacceptable, and this is what's bringing the community down. This is why many people of the outside world, the non-gamers, consider us as screaming, whining brats that really need to, get out of the house or get reared a few times, which, to be honest, yeah, I think half it's true, but to be honest, it's utterly, pointless, and it just makes us look bad. So the question we must ask ourselves is, why did they do it? Why did they go so in a rage, and get so toxic to other people? It just makes it look silly. Is it because, they've got problems in their lives, or they really strongly believe something that's, right or wrong, or do they believe they're the, God's gift in the game world and they get beaten and they're so angry about it? We'll never know. It's one of those things we'll have to say it's a case by case basis. But the question we must ask ourselves is, how can we, prevent it or try and keep it under control? Well, to be honest, guys, there's not much you can do against people, the whole thing of freedom of speech and all that. However, Blizzard have actually took steps towards dealing with toxic players. In a recent patch they did, what they've done is they've got rid of a lot of cheaters and toxic players by doing the most, I would say, brilliant maneuver is by, locking for their IP address. Because as many of you know, toxic people will just lose their account and just come back with a new account and just start all over again. But if they ban them from their IP, basically, if you know what an IP is, I'll explain. An IP is your personal address, internet, address kind of thing where you are in the world. And Blizzard decided, right, we're going to deal with it this way. And to be honest, it does work. It actually stops a lot of toxic players and, cleans up the community a bit. And I do feel that we might have to go down that route. I mean, I don't want to do that route, but we might not have a choice in order to, get things sorted and hopefully, calm the community a bit. Whether or not this is a good thing or bad thing, we'll have to leave that up to a later date. But anyway, folks, that's all I've got to say about it. I mean, be honest, guys, and I'm being honest to the entire community. Just play nice, have fun, enjoy people, and respect people's opinion. If you don't don't like it, that's fine. Just, move on with your life. Don't go bashing, threatening people, or being a right jerk about it. Just let it go and just go on with your daily lives. But right, folks, that's it for this video. And I know this was a serious one, and not my usual, standard of bells and whistles and a bit of a jovial attitude. I just wanted to talk about it because I've had it myself, and it's not fun. And what's happened to Maximilian and many others like him, it's appalling. Anyway, folks, I'll see you in the next video. I'll catch you later.